Okay, we're at the end of the first chapter again. Been approached by Milady, who wants me to come with her on the boat. Sure.
Malady grabs the vessel with two hands and pushes it into the water. She hops on board behind you.
God-woken. Wait till she finds out.
I told her I'm God-woken.
Salty water mists your face. Your skin prickles in bright, warm sunlight. The boat bobs forward through the water, and Fort Joy shrinks behind you.
Adios.
Tired but victorious, the party made for the Lady Vengeance. The horrors of Fort Joy behind them. They arrived as sorcerers. They left as God-woken. The fate of this God-forsaken world now rested on their shoulders. Or at least, on the shoulders of one of them.
Ominous.
A light sea breeze kisses your cheek and carries away the smell of blood wafting up from the deck. In the distance, Fort Joy looms.
We're liberated like the blood of a lot of Magisters, maybe too many, maybe. I've no sympathy for those who die in the line of duty, especially as odious a duty as those dead Magisters. Yeah, the Magisters were assholes.
What were they thinking standing against an Eternal? I almost pity the poor, ignorant beasts.
A hard-fought freedom, sure. But if spilling blood is bad, it shouldn't be so agreeable.
Bad luck to let the dead linger aboard. As soon as we get moving, we ought to clear the deck. Onward now. The sooner Fort Joy disappears from the horizon, the better. Perhaps the Seekers need help manning the ship.
Cool. Alright, my party's gone off to do their own thing. Interesting. Well, it's kind of a shame because I'm going to be looting these guys and I don't have... Oh, I do have at least one in Lucky Charm, that's fine.
Claude. So close to escaping.
Claude. So they went to fight on the ship. I guess they had to fight against quite a lot of numbers. It probably would have been worse. So before Gareth and his crew went to fight on the ship and asked me to take on the bishop, it was an option to ask for some soldiers to help. I wonder if he would have gave me some and then maybe their numbers would have been even worse. Stuff to sell really. Doubt I'm gonna get any epics. Fish. Got guns if we need them. Well, hey.
I remember this one.
Holy shit.
His name was Kerbin.
Kerbin.
His friend's sword couldn't save him. It would appear.
Oh yeah. I think he was the guy. So when I was at their camp, there was a bunch of broken weapons around them. I'm sure it's him. If I can get some footage, I'll do a wee flashback. Actually some good shit here. Although that's summoning. Nothing too amazing. That dagger's not too bad, but I'm pretty sure I've got better... I think I've got a better shield now. Sneaking boots, but they need strength. Yeah, it's just all garble. It's probably garbage that I sold them. Just a diary to make you feel bad. Probably. Lady O' War. The password for the master cabin is Fortitude. Ah, so there was useful information on it.
Pray to you for my Seeker brethren.
What's this one on a bit?
Show us the path. Don't go any further, Godwoken. We need you alive.
What's going on?
The ship won't sail. We had orders to search every corner of it and figure out what's blocking us. It's hewn from elven livewood. I thought I could communicate with it, but...
Trying to talk to wood. She's selling it. She does. It's actually quite a good wand. That's pretty good for Ethan as well. I might as well buy it. Strength. I don't know if Beast needs that, to be honest. Atrophy. I don't think the damage is higher than what I've got. Hard to say actually. Nothing else seems that great. Let's just sell my shitey books and stuff. She'll just like me a wee bit more.
She glances over towards a smouldering pile of ash on the deck nearby. Something is nestled within it. Fragments of scorched bone.
That was Brendan. When the ship wouldn't answer my call, he touched the figurehead, and it attacked him. Without warning. He burned, like he was made of parchment.
Sorry.
Her eyes flick over to the smouldering ashes once again, her head held at a despondent angle.
Thank you. We were held captive together, on this ship. He kept my spirits up. Now he's dead.
You learn anything useful?
Nothing. The ship is live wood, that much is clear. But I couldn't communicate with it. The Magisters must have done something, warped it somehow. I just don't know what.
I'll be careful.
Just remember what I said, Godwoken.
Yes, yes, yes. So I can't touch that. I can loot the Seeker though.
Ter Sindelius, hear my prayer.
Anything up there? There's a person. Okay. Make sure I loot everyone. What was that about again? Forgot already. Wasn't it armor of some sort? Yeah. Boots. I can't remember. Oh no, helmet. Yeah, much more armor. I'll lose Geomancer, but again, Pyrokinetic, so just as good.
Spare me, Gareth. We got what we came for. This is what success looks like.
I won't see them tossed overboard. Not here. We'll hold a proper service.
What's his face and so would want us to get this ship sailing before all else. They died for those Godwoken, after all.
You know their names, Malady. Can't you even pay them that much respect?
Gareth inhales sharply, then catches you out of the corner of his eye and smiles, barely.
Our guest stirs. Welcome, Godwoken. Glad to see you safely aboard.
Very glad indeed.
Sorry to see so many fallen soldiers.
Too many.
One too few, actually. Alexander, he's alive.
Eh? What the hell?
Apparently you didn't hit hard enough.
He's in the hold below decks. Unconscious, but alive.
Tell him to please excuse me, you've suddenly remembered some critical business below decks.
What could possibly be more urgent than getting this boat? She's mute. We need to free her tongue.
I've never known a ship to speak in the first place. Ask if you might take a crack at turning the wheel.
You're welcome to try.
What Gareth means to say is don't bother. Livewood will only move when it wants to, or in this tub's case, when it's forced to. That's right. The ship's made of an elven ancestor tree, the spirit of which is still trapped in every plank. What we need is a way to control the bloody thing.
Any leads?
The Seekers, the survivors of us, have been combing the ship from bow to rudder. It hasn't been easy. This place is laced with dark magic.
These Seekers have such a limited skill set.
We lost a man in the search. Malady might not appreciate that, but I do. And I hope you do too.
I'm sure the Godwoken will be able to get the ship moving. They kind of like to feel useful, don't they?
I'll do my
It's
best.
your best that'll save us.
Okay. Once I finish the loot. Ooh, food. So, that bastard's still alive. Maybe I should have tried to explode his body. Or could have used, oh, now that I think of it. Oh, no, wait, I can't. So one of the characters, Fane, has got a device that can rip people's faces off. It causes the body to explode. I'm harvesting faces because I need to make special shapeshifter masks with them. As disturbing as it sounds. Oh look, Red Prince has joined us. Does that mean Loss is here too? Who the fuck is Simone?
We can't get this ship moving, Godwoken. We have every...
I can't remember who she is. I recognise this chap though. I've not spoken to him since the start of the game, when you can choose to play with him, but I decided I couldn't be arsed of him. Listen to how he sounds.
Look who we have here. The would-be slave, no less. I wouldn't have bet tuppence on your survival.
He just can't help but be an asshole. Ask him how he managed to get aboard the ship.
It is quite a tale, I assure you. And the upshot of it all is that I've accomplished a goal on this horrid isle that came quite unforeseen.
Tell me the tale.
But of course, first you must know that I'm a prince, the Red Prince.
Yes, yes.
I'll give you a moment to let that sink in. You have no doubt heard the tales of certain setbacks that befell me. Setbacks that forced me to leave the ancient empire. My empire. It was then, forced as I was to wander the wilds, that a voice first began to reach me in my dreams. But the voice spoke from too great a distance, too faintly to be understood. Yet I had to understand. Somehow I knew this to be of vital importance. I searched this island for a dreamer, one of the mystics of my kind that can travel the dream world at will, as if it were another realm just as real as our own.
Oh, I think that was the guy that Sibyl stabbed to death.
And so I met with Bahara in the sanctuary of Amadia.
No?
We raced through dream wastes, beset by nightmares, until we reached the voice. It turns out it was that of Brahmos the Wanderer, the greatest and most elusive dreamer of them all. He desires that I should meet him, somewhere on Reaper's coast. And meet him I shall. That is where my journey takes me next.
Ah, so I can recruit different dudes now. I think that's why everyone's left. So if you want to change characters, or change companions. Yeah, good luck. I'm not taking you, Red Prince, sorry. Jules?
We're lucky to have made it this far. But our luck will be for nothing if this ship doesn't take sail soon.
Fair enough. Right, let's go down below.
Must be something around here.
Right, let's start at this end and work down. Let's get all the loot. Oh. Pick up all the alcohol. And just sell it. Don't think I'll be able to drink all this.
Junk.
The silent monk leans forward slightly and stares at you straight in the eyes. She's...
Why the fuck have we got these clowns on?
There must be something around here.
Exeter.
We have to find a way to get this ship moving.
This guy.
We can't let the Magisters catch up with us. We're too weak to fight them again.
I've sold him a lot of shit. That'll do for now. Sold a bunch of crap. Done. Cheers. Should have sold up some of this beer as well. Alright, dude.
Let's team up, you and me. What do you say?
Alright.
Now, onward!
Cool, there's Fane.
I must say, you may not be an Eternal, but you are certainly not as temporary as many of your fellow. Personally, I am just glad that I do not have to walk back to Reaper's Coast. Wind travel may be primitive, but it is at least efficient.
Point out that the ship is live wood. It doesn't need the wind to move.
Live wood? You have taken a dead elf and carved it into a pleasure yacht? I knew you people were barbarians. I had no idea you were sadists too. Well, no matter. Whatever gets me to Reaper's Coast quickly. I have an excavation site to explore.
You're curious, what does he hope to find at this excavation site?
The only treasure worth digging for. Knowledge. I was investigating a site where several artifacts of my people have been found. Some were even intact. Alas, I was not the only one there. Those red-robed idiots were scurrying about too, trampling precious clues under their ignorant boots. They caught me when I failed to correctly respond to their questions, and dragged me here.
See.
Still, it's good to be on the move again.
How did you respond?
They simply asked me what I was doing there, and I simply told them to be gone from my lands. I may have used the phrase pathetic mortals. Come to think of it, I may have used it several times. Damn fools. The faster we leave them behind, the happier I shall be. Is that so? I need to travel to the Black Pit's oil field, near Reaper's Coast. Given how well you handled yourself in Fort Joy.
And you want to come with
how
me.
about it? Very
Let's
well.
go.
Let's...
So the crafting in this game is definitely improved on. For instance, there's sometimes recipes here that you can just look at and learn something. I must already know it. Okay, let's cook some shit. Food. Poisoned food. I need to make some poisoned dinners. Specifically for Fane. Because Fane heals from poison, so it's a good idea to keep a supply on him. Right. So who's left? Sibyl, she must be in the bottom.
Magister Randy, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel,
Oh, there's
Lady
lots.
Vengeance.
What the fuck is she wearing?
Enough!
Dreadlocks.
A young woman shifts her weight between her feet as though swaying her hips to an imaginary beat. She rubs her forehead, her face tight with concern. Her eyes roll up to meet yours, their great black pupils greater and blacker than seem natural, expanding further as they take you in. She smiles, and the worry melts from her face.
Hey, it's you! Well, 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 we meet again. They told me you'd mosey your way down here eventually.
Ask her who she means by they.
Malady, the Seekers. They said you and I had something in common. That we're... well, we're... Is it true? You're like me.
Say you guess that means she met one of the gods as well.
Well, kind of. You know about my, situation, right?
You're playing host to an entity, right? It's something that lives in your head.
Right, exactly. I thought it was, well, nothing. More of the same, a sprite, a spirit. But it's a lot more powerful than I imagined. Malady said I should have met one of the gods when I had my vision in the Hall of Echoes, but I didn't. I met it.
Oh. Tell her that sounds very serious. Whatever is possessing her is powerful enough to invade the realm of the gods.
I know. It's really... special. I don't know what this thing is, but I'm gonna get it the hell out of my head and make it sorry it ever came knocking. What's your deal?
Tell her you've got to follow up on a very special contract.
Ooh, the mystery and intrigue of it all. Colour me interested. You know, I never was much of a solo artist. Want to find out what comes next, you know, together?
No. I'm looking for Sibyl,
Sure,
sorry.
whatever suits you. Probably better for you in the end anyway. I'm not always myself anyway.
I'm quite interested to play Will-Loss at some point. I'm surprised it didn't continue some dialogue there as to why my god wants me to kill her. I'm guessing it's something to do with the evil within. But I'm guessing I'm going to see her again at this rate. Constance.
The Seeker flexes her arms stiffly. Her joints audibly pop. She sees you draw near.
I owe you, Godwoken. Without your help, I'd likely still be a prisoner around here, not guarding Alexander the bloody divine himself.
She nods her thanks and immediately winces, laying her hand on the back of her neck.
What's wrong with the pain?
I wish. No, the Magisters kept me chained to the bulkhead. Arms held above me head, feet barely able to touch the deck. Now my joints are paying the price.
Open the gate. I want to find out if the prisoners know how to get the ship moving. Stay through the bars, Alexander's unconscious form, and note that Seekers have a valuable bargaining chip.
Or a big bloody target on our backs. We took their leader and their flagship. The Hammer won't stand for that. She'll be hunting for us.
Who's the other prisoner?
The Seeker throws a toxic look at the imprisoned...
Hardly. She's just some deckhand. If it were up to me, I'd tie her to the main mast and use her for arrow practice. But Malady wants her alive for now.
Yeah, well, I don't really want you to open the gate.
A young Magister paces around the brig, fussing over Alexander's unconscious form. She leans over and applies a damp cloth to his brow. She notices you observing her. She straightens her back and sets her jaw in a defiant scowl.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance. That's all the information I'm giving to any of you lot. So stow your questions.
Not that she must be shocked to find herself tending to the divine himself.
Ranley, Corker's mate, Lady Vengeance.
One of those. I'm not going to waste my time.
Bishop Alexander lies supine on a bare wire cot. Though unconscious, his eyes are only half closed. His swollen jaw hangs open at an odd angle.
How can I grab him by the jaw and shake? It's time to get some answers.
His face contorts with agony and his eyes flutter, yet he doesn't return to consciousness.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance.
Can't you say anything else?
Ask him why they triggered the death fog so soon all those years ago.
No matter how loud you shout your questions, you get no response from the unconscious Alexander.
Look closely at his simple regalia.
You can't quite make out the details. You need to get closer.
Get a good look at his face.
Bruises swell beneath his eyes, and a shallow gash zigzags from his right ear down to his beardless cheek. Unconscious, he looks more boy than bishop.
Inspect his hands.
Someone has wiped the bishop's hands clean and folded them neatly over his abdomen. They rise and fall in...
Well, that's useless. I don't know, am I supposed to try and kill him, do you think? I don't know,
Being behind bars.
maybe he can answer some questions when he wakes up.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance.
Can't you say anything else?
Alright, fuck him for now. What the hell is this? Save. Let's find Sibyl first, actually. There she is. What the fuck's she doing?
We've braved the joy, and I lust for further adventure. What say you?
You're
Yeah,
not
let's go.
quite certain you'll ever sleep soundly with Sibyl in...
Okay, got our full crew again.